We continued to talk about life on a boat, and here's our sleeping cabin.
And Karen really likes eating my nuts.
Boy, we wish the fish would stop clogging our front AC.
Karen can definitely strip wood naked. Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Karen.
And
we are Sailing Intermission. We sold our house and quit our jobs.
Couldn't sell the motorcycle.
Started having fun, living on our Catalina 42.
It was rocking and rolling.
And then we decided we needed a bigger boat.
So we bought a Mikado 56. Started to do some work on it.
Home sweet home now.
We've had some rough times and some great times so far.
And we hope you join us and subscribe. We love sharing our adventure with y'all.
I guess Karen's in there cooling off a little. It is a hot day.
Hey, this is where we sleep. I sleep on this side. Steve sleeps over there. He is a left side sleeper, so we cuddle that way. And you know, when you buy a boat, especially a used boat, you're lucky if you get 85% of what you want. And we would have much preferred a centerline bunk, a walk-around bed, but this works pretty well. I often feel a little sorry for Steve because if he has to get up in the middle of the night, he's got to crawl out, and it's a little awkward, but it works. And then Isabella, at first, this is our closet, and at first, I don't know if y'all can see this or not, these compartments were just open slots. And so Steve put some magnets on each door, and we have a door that pops in. It makes it a lot more private, and also installed some motion sensor lighting in there. So that helps a lot when you're reaching in to get something. So here's our owner's cabin. This cabin also has a separate ensuite head, which is very nice and pretty roomy, I would say, especially on a boat. And then it also has a nice stand-up shower. I'm not really into wet heads, at least when you're talking about showers. So it's a good size shower. We've had stand-up showers in the past, and I'm a little shorter, so I've always been able to stand up in them. On our last boat, Steve had to kind of bend over a little bit, but this one, it's a full stand-up shower. Speaking of our cabin, the air conditioner under our bed seems to get clogged up pretty regularly.
Our Dometic 16K BTU AC unit. You can see what we have to clean out of the front AC strainer basket. Our front AC gets kind of clogged up more often than the rear AC, and various things can clog it up, but this time a poor fish got sucked up in it and clogged it up. Had to dig it out of the hose. There's our ship's bell clock.
Yeah. This is our salon. It does very well if, dinner for 4. If you have 6, then what we do is 4 sit at this main table, and we have a little portable table we bring out, and 2 sit on the love seats. Usually it's Steve and I that sit over there so we can get up and get things easier. Would have liked to have a little bit bigger salon, but Isabella has a center cockpit, and that shortened the salon space a bit, plus the engine room, which I'm just going to say, wouldn't trade it, because the engine room actually helps to give us quite a bit of privacy between this area and the aft cabins. So it's a trade-off, but definitely prefer the privacy, especially when you have guests.
Have a little Norcold refrigerator in here. It's handy. You keep wine in it, drinks. It's like a 1.7 cubic foot. It's a little bit older. It works perfect. It does get a little noisy. Let's see. Turned it up. But that's only when the compressor's running.
It even has a little evaporator, so we can actually keep some ice and some frozen things in there as well. It's very handy.
Of course, the nav station. Kind of like a desk. And the most important feature is the stereo, of course, so we can jam out. Have a 32-inch flat screen. It's on a kind of pull-out wall mount. Works pretty well.
We try to show you all life on a boat, and sometimes we clean up before we video and sometimes we don't. So this is really what the table kind of looks like most of the time.
Alright, we just have 2 laptops. We had to buy these antennas. Let's see, I'm trying.
They're a little wild.
The Wi-Fi at this marina isn't very strong, so these are little booster antennas. They kind of work.
Yeah. And I guess one thing we were going to tell you is that when we first got Isabella, she had different cushions. And so that was one of the things we did, was to have these redone. And then we completely replaced the cushions in our cabin.
Yes.
So they're pretty new.
Yeah. This is like a auto upholstery or something. Anyway, it's worked out real well.
Yeah, hopefully they'll last for a long time, because you know what boat stands for. Bring out another 1,000. So, hey, those nuts look really good, Steve.
Oh, well, would you like to eat some of my nuts?
I'd love to.
I love it when she does that. You know, it's definitely kinky.
I love eating your nuts. Here's our galley. Has some nice high fiddles here, so if we're out, it gives you something to hang on to. And speaking of being out, we have these nice doors, I'll call them. They just slip in, but they help keep dishes and everything from crashing out, and they slide back in, and then we have these little things to turn, and that holds them in place. So simple, but extremely effective. On this side, I don't know if you can see it, we have our wall of wisdom. So it's often hard to remember maintenance dates, when the last time was we did something. So this is our frequent things that we have to do, like, you know, cleaning the air conditioner strainer and things like that, and we put dates on it. And speaking of maintenance, we put this tile in. I really like it, but it is a little more high maintenance than what was in there. It looks better in my opinion, but you do have to reseal it every so often. It's on the wall, the date that we did it last. Not going to show you.
In the VIP head, some kind of painted wall again. And we're looking at stripping it. We started off with some liquid stripper at the very bottom there, and it's taken forever. Then whipped out the heat gun, and it just comes right off. So I think we're going to use the heat gun. Strip this wall at least part way up. little bit of liquid stripper to get the rest off. Well, for better or worse, kind of finished out. Wall was previously painted, and now it's showing its African mahogany glory. I really like the way Karen handles wood. She strips it till naked. Developed a leak here in the salon, not exactly where you want one when it rains, and it was dripping out of this access panel right here. So this part of our cockpit has some teak down, and as an experiment painted this corner with some UV polyurethane, and the leak down there stopped. So, you know, the teak's a little old. I guess the poly sealed it, and so decided to sand it all and recoat everything. Three coats of this exterior UV inhibited poly, starting to look pretty good.